What did Cold World is one of the songs like that affected me most. Like I remember where I was when I listened to that on a boombox as a little kid, heard it first time on the radio. What inspired that song in particular?
I can't really say. I don't remember what actually inspired me to write that song. It was just the beat was on and I was feeling something, and you know, usually when I hear music, I get pictures. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's kind of hard for a lot of MCs, or maybe they don't put their thought into it. Because when I hear something, like I can hear a sound and get a picture, or just figure out what I think should be on it, or what type. You know, I can hear a beat and say that's a story. Yeah. Then when I heard Cold World, it was a story to me. It had that feeling, so I had to write some type of story, and it was dark, so I wanted to take it, you know, to my hood or whatever the case may be, and write that, you know, and that's what came out.
Oh, that was amazing. But when in the early days when you were trying to get the record deal, before did it all culminate with the 5-year plan and the RZA when he laid down? Because I read about this in the Wu manual. You know what I'm saying? And that was like 36 chambers between that and Wu-Tang Forever. But it was when you guys all sat down and had a meeting and decided that you were going to plan out your steps. Was that really when it started to jump off for you, or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, RZA was the mastermind behind the plan. I mean, it was his plan. I really didn't have a plan. My plan was to just get on, spread my talent, put some, you know, songs out there into the world and let them love it and hear it and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I mean, RZA's plan, and it worked. I mean, he the one who had the plan for us forming Wu-Tang as a group, because we was previously signed to other labels. Things didn't work out, and then he decided to get me, Dirty, who were in Brooklyn, you know, Master Killer, Meth, and all the rest was in Staten Island, and put them all together and form a group, and his plan worked.
ODB, do you have a specific memory you can speak on? Because, I mean, of course, anybody.
I can't really say it's one specific memory. I have many, many memories of ODB. Yeah. Many, I mean.
Well, what was he like? If you could describe him as a person, you know, because we don't have him anymore.
Raw and funny, very talented, a lot of heart and courage. Yeah. Not one shy bone in his body. I mean,
is that the success he had with the women? Was that because of that?
I mean, he loved women. You know, that was ODB. He loved women. You know, he loved women, and he was just a crazy, crazy, wild individual. But he had a lot of love in his heart. If he knew you and you was close with him, and he loved you, he loved you. Yeah. And he was a fun person to be around. That's why many people love to be around Dirty. I mean, Dirty is one that would be on stage and might tell a joke. I mean, they don't always expect to hear songs from him, because he get on stage and he may talk about going to, you know, being with a girl last night and going to the doctor the next morning, because that's how he was. He was raw like that, and he liked it raw too. But he was a fun individual, a lot of talent, and we used to make many routines up together.
What kind of?
I mean, rap routines. You know, he was a human beatbox at one time. He was a DJ. RZA was a beatboxer, DJ. They was MCs. I was just an MC. Mm-hmm. You know, I did a little bit of graffiti here and there, but I wasn't one who had his name all around the city. Yeah. I mean, we was very much connected to hip hop, and that's what it was about.
Was he always very about his work? Because I guess when I think of ODB, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I think of him as like a party animal. You know?
Nah, ODB was really about partying. I used to always want him around me because he was so good at beatboxing that I always wanted to have him with me 24/7, just to kick a beat and just for me to perform. And that's what it was about for us, you know.
What do you think about the Wu today? You're on stage here, Rock the Bells, and it's great.
I mean, I gotta ask you, what do you think about Wu?
I think it's amazing to see it. You know what I'm saying?
It speaks for itself.
But I guess like we wonder, is it just you come together to do this show, or is it still all love and you're still like all kind of? We got the upcoming album, but for a while it seemed like the Wu had kind of like spread out. Everybody's doing their own projects when it was always a family affair.
I mean, that's how it is, man. It's usually like that with groups. I mean, we all had individual deals from day one. I mean, it's right as soon as we signed as Wu-Tang, we all started getting solo deals. And it was something that allowed other artists to do, because no one was doing that from groups really at that time. And nowadays you get a group and then everyone goes solo and then they get back together. So it was a great thing. Yeah, this is the Jizz. I'm here with VanStylez, undergroundhiphop.com. Wu-Tang. Peace.